John.
And that's what it's all about, to be honest, particularly on a circuit like this. The drivers tell us that there's never any issue with track limits here. Side by side coming out to turn 5, you can't have any issues with track limits here and be greedy, because you're going to clout a concrete wall. And that was Pipo Derani going through on Blomqvist. Derani is second, and Bourdais has gone to third, followed him through. It was really forceful driving by the Brazilian in the red and white number 31 Wheel and Engineering Cadillac, but he's managed to make it go. Got a really good run coming into 5 and slid up the right hand side of Blomqvist and made it stick by the time he got to 6. And of course Bourdais, in the mood he's in, was thinking, thanks very much people, you've kicked the door in, I'll follow you through. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Super after this, and your territory doesn't have a network TV deal. Coming up to, in fact, just after 10:30 in the UK, 11:30, and Bourdais going through to second, side by side. 3 cars across the track as the Aston Martin of Heart of Racing there just had to hold its line. And that was Roman De Angelis, I think, who did exactly the right thing. And the 2 Cadillac prototypes, one either side, and Bourdais made the best pick and goes back to second place and is now fewer than 3 seconds behind the leader. He's up behind the Pfaff Porsche now. So actually that must have been Ross Gunn in the Pro Aston Martin that they've just gone through. And now the 2nd, 3rd and 4th place cars are back together again as they carve their way to fight that fight right now. That was not a pass for position, despite what this commentator said, so apologies for misleading you on that one.
Look at this battle here between the 2 Acuras. This is for the lead of the race.
Down the inside, the Sirius XM pink and white car gets a nose ahead, but will the black and blue number 10 get the run? They do. There's a little bit of side drafting, weaving around down to the Le Mans chicane. Inside line is favoured here, and inside line takes the lead. New leader, another change of leader. We're well into the 30s of lead changes.
Many more than that. Yeah. I stopped counting. Well, you told me to go away, so I went away. Did what I was told.
Yeah, no, we ran out of fingers and toes in between Jeremy and I, so that's brilliant. But all
at 2 in the morning, it would have been 32 changes.
All right, okay, yeah. So at the line, the lead had changed by turn 1. It may go back again round the outside, and a little lock-up for Ricky Taylor, but he couldn't get the car stopped in turn 1. This is magnificent stuff. Absolutely magnificent stuff. But what it's allowing is the JDC Miller car to close up top 4 absolutely together now. On the run down to the kink on the infield.
There was perhaps a second between the 2 Acuras and the 2 Cadillacs on the last lap, but with that infighting between the 2 of them, the Cadillacs are right there, and they're going to be coming up to traffic. Well, for most of the next hour and 23 minutes.
I tell you what, Jeremy, running side by side really does. You're really sure how much that slows the cars down. And we're back onto the same place. 2nd and 3rd now battling it out. Cadillac down the inside on the low side. Get to the low side, because that becomes the inside for the Le Mans chicane.
Again, that traction off of turn 6 up onto the banking, and then as they get off the banking, the Acura's got good straight line speed, but this time...
Interesting. Cadillac holds its own. That actually looked a little bit easier than we've seen. In the
SSR Lamborghini taking over for him. Marco Holzer, another one of those guys we're really happy to see back in this paddock. But I'm going to try and scrounge up some interviews. Alex Lynn was not up to talking. I completely understand at this point. I'll go back to him before the end of the race, though.
Second took advantage of the fact he was really quick on cold tyres to pull out a margin, but now that margin has disappeared, and Philip Albuquerque is actually ahead, isn't he?
Albuquerque
made that change.
Albuquerque's leading. Albuquerque's leading from
through the S's as well. This is going to really lose him time, and Harry's
had to check up.
Bad that he's got a
Harry's
run
right there.
Have a run at it all the way down into 6.
At turn 5, through into turn 6, and Chingle was right there. It was good driving by Tinknell. Little bit of an early break from the leader because he's got one of the Porsches ahead. Down the inside in the lead changes. Harry Tinknell goes through. Harry Tinknell goes through with a marvellous opportunist manoeuvre now. He's making the hole in the air for the 31 car as they drag past the second of the Porsches. That's the leading GT Le Mans car. Has to defend to the inside. Harry's got to stay to the left. And remember, the 31 car has to keep that position and stay on the track to win the championship. Doesn't need to win the race to win the championship, but has to finish the race. Tinknell, maybe that was the one shot. DPI, the programme comes to an end at the checkered flag here. Is it going to be a fairy tale finish? They were 2 laps down, 5 miles off the lead, and Tinknell makes a very bold overtake round the outside of one of the LMP3 cars. And this is going to really mess up Felipe Nasser in second place at turn 5. He got a really bad run out of it. And now down towards turn 6, Ricky Taylor can see the back of that car. This is as close as he's been for a very long time. Into 7, Johnny Morland can barely watch alongside me. IMSA Weathertech Sportscar Championship is delivering, and again it's a touch from the second place car as he went past the right Porsche there. And he's weaving from side to side. Nasser trying to break the toe. One more opportunity for the Konica Minolta Acura. He's gone for it down the inside, and they've hit. They've hit through the gravel for the number 10 car. It was a huge dive. That won't stand. That will not stand. He's going to redress the balance. Mazda win in their final race. And who comes across the line in second? It is Felipe Nasser.
Was that involved in that incident down at turn 1? Don't know, but that's a shame because that car had been running really, really well.
Into the Le Mans chicane on the far side of the circuit from us. There's a great DPI battle going on between the Cadillac Chip Ganassi.
Mike Conway lost a couple of places there, I think.
He has. Absolutely has, because Richard Westbrook and Kevin Magnussen have got, said earlier, has really taken to this form of motor racing. Somebody taking the shortcut there at turn 5 at the western end. That looked like a right rear puncture for a BMW. I think it's the 95 turner BMW. And I think that's got problems.
Ooh, that's a shame. That was running well. 7th position in GTD. So the cycle of pit stops at the front of the field in DPI has now been completed. They're all kind of on slightly different strategies at the moment, but the 01 car back in front, who with only a 7-second advantage over this fantastic battle for second place,
which has just changed. The 02 has just gone through, under-braking into the Le Mans chicane.
So Ganassi 1-2.
He just talk about send it. Came from a long way back. There was traffic there, and Mike Conway is not sitting back. He's got the draft. He goes to the high side, coming into the tri-oval. Will try to take the outside.